Today I'm heading out to source wood for my very first epoxy project. How exciting! My first surprise though when I arrived was the rain. Honestly, it gave me a real taste of the journey that I'm about to embark on, full of surprises. Well, I didn't come with a shopping list. I came to see what the wood would offer me. So the gentleman that was assigned to assist me felt for me and let me wait in the shade, hoping that the rain would ease up. But while I was waiting there, I did my viewing through the window. So that which you see here was through the window, and honestly, the rain wasn't going to stop me. It was such a satisfying process. Once I accepted that the conditions were simply part of the journey, I decided that we must go out and continue with the viewing, rain or not, umbrella or not. First obstacle, a full river that was passing through the sawmill, which completely blocked us from going to the other side. We got stuck, but not for long. Despite everything though, the process felt incredibly rewarding. The sawmill is big, and I decided that we must just go ahead with the viewing. And that turned out to be a very wise decision because I saw my very first breathtaking wood slab. Beautiful grains, natural imperfections, and rich pigmentations. Look at that. That's beautiful. I knew immediately that this was going to be my first purchase. Just look at it. It's so stunning. This was so satisfying and beautiful. And yes, I had to do everything in the rain. While other people were going ahead with their business, why wouldn't I? As we passed through that breathtaking wood, we had to cross over to the other side. Then we had to face the river. Luckily, the place is full of true gentlemen. They actually built a small bridge for me to cross over. And at that moment, I just felt like no water formed against me was going to proper. As I continued my walk through, I noticed something else that could make an incredible table. Bug chips. As you can see, there's many of them there. To them, it was waste. To me, that was gold. Of course, properly sealed and coated. The discovery of all this just put me in another world. Then I noticed another waste, sawdust. One look at it and I knew that this could make ocean sand, in inverted commas of course, perfect for an ocean or river table design. Wait until you see what I discovered next on the other side of the sawmill. This was us going there, and oh boy, you will love what we are going to find there. On a different note, going through this was so relaxing. It was so therapeutic. It made me feel at peace. It made me feel at ease. It made me feel like I can do this every single day. And I just fell in love with the process that I was embarking on. Therapeutic, relaxing, discoveries, nature, beautiful. I just loved it here. I just loved being here. Look at this. Just take one look at this. This is exactly the kind of slab that I look for. Thick, irregular, and full of character. Look at that. Look at that black one. That's beautiful. Look at the grains. Look at the natural pigmentation. My God, this was so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And if you were to hear it from me, these rare, natural, and imperfect designs are what epoxy loves the most. Imagine this inside epoxy. It would make a beautiful piece of art. Look at all that wood. Seeing all of this just made me feel like I could just load everything and go home. Why is it here and not in my yard? The beauty in that space is beyond words. Despite the rain, at this moment I had forgotten about the rain. Look at all these logs. Look at the beauty that nature has to offer. These slabs were beautifully cut, thin enough to give you room to scrape them, prepare them, and get them ready for that perfect pour, which I can't wait to do, by the way. If you want to see how this turns out, you must join and follow this process. Come back here in a few days' time so that you can see my first creation. Well, most of the slabs here honestly caught my eye. It made me feel like I should just creating tables there and there on the spot. Unfortunately, the wood is already wet because of the rain. I don't know how long will I have to wait until I can use it. But I'm going to give nature its time to do its thing. So when I stick around to see more of what we are going to create with all this, look at all those. Beautiful, man. These are beautiful. But anyway, most of them I just loved them. Some were round. Oh, look at this piece. Look at this one. It caught my eye immediately. Round, solid. It already tells a story. From an artistic eye, I could already see what I could create with it. And my imagination showed me this side table that can be produced from this wood. 3 of them, of course, because it was very thick. So I could just see it. Before I could even touch it, I saw what it can create. And the sourcing part was beautiful. I can't wait to experience the creation part. That's what we are going to do. So come along to see the making, to experience the mistakes, to see the learning, to be part of the journey. If you are curious about the journey, then stick with me and we are going to do this together. Until then, I didn't load, by the way, because of the rain, and I didn't have a vehicle to load them. But in the next video, I'm going to load them because now I've done all the shopping, I've identified everything. Now come with me as we do the loading and go create our first side table. Until then, toodles. That is me signing out.